Hey plant lovers, welcome back to the Plant Studio. Today we're talking about something super important, climbing plants that look absolutely stunning, but can actually cause serious problems in your garden and maybe even your home. Now, have you ever planted something that seemed perfect at first, only to regret it later? Drop a leaf emoji in the comments if this has happened to you. But here's the thing, I'm not just going to tell you what not to plant. I'm giving you better alternatives that work for your specific region, because let's be real, a plant that's perfect in Florida might be a nightmare in Oregon, right? Let's dive into 8 gorgeous climbers you might want to think twice about, and what you should plant instead based on where you live. Let's go. Plant 1, Oriental Bittersweet. First on the list is Oriental Bittersweet. You see these gorgeous orange and red berries in fall? They're perfect for wreaths and decorations. It gives fast coverage, but it strangles trees by girdling their trunks. It can actually kill mature trees. It's invasive across most of the eastern and midwestern US. It displaces our Native American bittersweet. It's very difficult to remove because the roots resprout vigorously. Birds spread the berries widely, creating new infestations everywhere, and it's banned or restricted in many states. Who's seen those beautiful fall wreaths with orange berries? They're usually made from this plant, but here's why you shouldn't plant it yourself. Have you ever bought one of these wreaths? Plant American bittersweet instead. This is best for zones 3 through 8. It's native from the Dakotas to New England, south to Oklahoma. It's a native alternative with similar beauty. You get the same ornamental orange berries for your fall crafts. It has less aggressive growth than the Oriental species, and it supports native wildlife. Important note though, it's still vigorous. It can grow 20+ feet and may twine around trees. And here's how to tell them apart. American bittersweet has pointed leaf tips. Oriental has rounded leaf tips. Buying tip: these are often mislabeled in nurseries, so double-check you're getting the native species. Why is it better? You support native ecosystems, and you get the same beautiful berries. Plant 2, Trumpet Vine. Number 2 is Trumpet Vine. Now this one's interesting because it's actually native to the eastern US. It has stunning orange-red trumpet flowers. Hummingbirds love it. It's drought-tolerant once established. So why is it on this list? Keep watching. Here's why it's dangerous. It sends out aggressive underground runners called stolons. It will pop up all over your yard and your neighbor's yard. We're talking 30+ feet from the original plant. It damages siding, shingles, and painted surfaces with these aerial rootlets. It's nearly impossible to eradicate once established, and it can cause skin irritation in some people. The problem is, it's native but too aggressive for most gardens. Raise your hand if you've ever battled a plant that kept coming back no matter what you did. That's Trumpet Vine. Anyone dealing with this right now? Plant Cross Vine instead. This is best for zones 5 through 9 and it's native to the southeastern US. You get similar trumpet-shaped flowers in orange, red, or yellow. It's native from Maryland to Florida, west to Missouri. It's semi-evergreen in warmer zones. It doesn't spread aggressively by runners, and hummingbirds love it just as much. But here's my important warning. In moist, fertile soils, it can become aggressive and spread by stolons, those above-ground roots. So best practice? Plant it in average to drier soils. Avoid overly rich, wet conditions. Why is it better? It's more manageable than Trumpet Vine, but you do need to monitor it in ideal growing conditions. Pro tip: drier soil equals better behavior. Plant 3, Chinese and Japanese wisteria. Speaking of wisteria, let's talk about Chinese and Japanese wisteria. These have absolutely breathtaking purple flower cascades, that romantic cottage garden aesthetic, the heavenly fragrance. But they can strangle and kill mature trees. The heavy vines can collapse pergolas, arbors, and porches. They have extremely aggressive growth. We're talking 10+ feet per year. They're toxic to pets and humans. They can damage pipes and foundations, and they're invasive in many states. Okay, confession time. Have you ever been tempted by those stunning wisteria photos on Pinterest? Same, but let me tell you what they don't show. So again, American wisteria is your friend, but I also want to give you an alternate option. Purple hyacinth bean vine. This is best for zones 10 through 11 as a perennial, but here's the cool part. You can grow it as an annual in AL zones. It's annual in most climates, which is perfect for renters or commitment phobes. You get purple flowers and gorgeous purple seed pods. It grows fast, 15 to 20 feet in one season, but then it dies back in winter. It's even edible when cooked properly, though you should research that first. Why is it better? All the purple beauty with zero long-term commitment or invasive risk. Just replant next year if you loved it. Plant 4, English ivy. Next we have English ivy. I know, it looks so elegant and classic climbing up those brick walls. It's evergreen, it grows fast, and it gives you that lush coverage everyone wants. But here's the problem. English ivy damages building facades and mortar. It harbors pests like mosquitoes and termites. It's invasive and will choke out your native plants. Plus, it's toxic to pets and children. It's actually designated as invasive in the Pacific Northwest, parts of California, and several southeastern states. Quick question, have you seen ivy completely taking over an abandoned building? That's exactly what it can do to your garden fence. So what should you plant instead? Carolina jessamine. This is best for zones 7 through 9, so if you're in the southeastern US, this is your plant. It's native from Virginia to Florida and west to Texas. You get these beautiful yellow flowers in early spring. It's evergreen and well-behaved. It actually stays where you plant it. It attracts early pollinators too. Now, important note, all parts are toxic if ingested, so keep it away from pets and children. But why is it better? Because it's native to the region, it's not invasive, and it actually supports your local ecosystem instead of destroying it. Plant 5, Japanese honeysuckle. Next, Japanese honeysuckle. Oh my goodness, who doesn't love that sweet, intoxicating fragrance? Those pretty white and yellow flowers. And yes, it attracts hummingbirds. But, and this is a big but, it's extremely invasive across most of the United States. It strangles trees and native plants. It's nearly impossible to remove once it's established. It spreads rapidly through seeds. And get this, it's listed as invasive in over 30 states. Who here loves the smell of honeysuckle? I do too. But here's the thing, you can plant coral honeysuckle instead. This works for zones 4 through 9, which is most of the US. It's native to the eastern and southern United States. It's non-invasive, it stays manageable and controlled. You get these gorgeous tubular flowers in red, orange, or yellow. And hummingbirds absolutely love it. It's semi-evergreen in warmer zones too. Why is it better? You get the hummingbirds and the beauty without the invasive nightmare. Win-win. Plant 6, kudzu. Alright, let's talk about the infamous kudzu. This thing grows incredibly fast, up to 1 foot per day. It gives dense coverage and has these purple fragrant flowers. But there's a reason it's called the vine that ate the South. It smothers everything in its path. Trees, buildings, cars, you name it. It covers over 7 million acres in the southeastern US. It's impossible to control. It destroys forests, power lines, and buildings. Have you heard the horror stories about kudzu? If you're in the southern US, you've probably seen it taking over highways. Drop your location in the comments if kudzu is a problem where you live. So here's what you plant instead. American wisteria. This is best for zones 5 through 9, from Pennsylvania to Florida and west to Illinois. It's native to the southeastern and south-central United States. You get those beautiful cascading purple or white flowers in spring. It's much more manageable than Asian wisteria. It's still vigorous but controllable with annual pruning. Now, regional note, it can still get large, so provide strong support. But why is it better? You get that stunning wisteria look without it becoming an ecological disaster. Plant 7, mile-a-minute vine. Alright, number 7, mile-a-minute vine. You might think, oh, covers ground quickly, has these unique triangular leaves and delicate blue berries, but this is one of the most aggressive invasive species in the eastern US. It grows up to 6 inches per day. Yes, really. It's covered in tiny barbed thorns, which makes it painful to remove. It smothers native vegetation completely. It forms impenetrable thickets, and it's established in Pennsylvania, New Jersey, Delaware, Maryland, Virginia, West Virginia, North Carolina, and it's spreading. Pop quiz. What grows faster, your hair or mile-a-minute vine? If you guess the vine, you're right by a lot. Instead, plant Clematis henryi or other large-flowered hybrid clematis. These work for zones 4 through 9, which is most temperate regions. These are bred cultivars, selected specifically for beauty and good behavior. You get large, showy flowers that are 6 to 8 inches across. They come in white, purple, pink, and blue. They're not invasive, they stay where planted. They require support but won't take over. Why better? Stunning flowers without any invasive tendencies. These were literally bred for beauty and good behavior. Plant 8, climbing nightshade. Last one, number 8, climbing nightshade. It has these purple star-shaped flowers with yellow centers, bright red berries, delicate romantic appearance. It tolerates shade, but all parts are highly toxic to humans and pets. We're talking solanine toxin here. It's invasive in northern and western US states. It spreads rapidly through bird-dispersed seeds. It forms dense thickets in natural areas. And it's difficult to control in landscapes. Before we move on, have you ever planted something without knowing it was toxic? It happens more than you'd think. Let me know in the comments. Plant purple passionflower instead. This is best for zones 6 through 11, and it's native to the southeastern US. You get these intricate, exotic-looking purple flowers. They're absolutely stunning. It's native from Pennsylvania to Florida, west to Texas. It's a host plant for Gulf fritillary butterflies. The fruit, called maypops, is actually edible, and it dies back to the ground in winter in colder zones, so it's naturally self-controlling. Regional note: it can spread by runners in ideal conditions, but it's nowhere near as aggressive as the invasives. And importantly, it is not invasive despite being vigorous. Why is it better? It supports butterflies, produces non-toxic edible fruit, and has controlled growth. Butterflies plus edible fruit equals winner. Okay, hold on. Before you rush out to plant any of these, let's talk about your specific location. You need to know your zone. Check your USDA hardiness zone. The USDA website has a zip code lookup tool that makes this super easy. Just because a plant is native doesn't mean it's native to your area. What's well behaved in Zone 5 might be aggressive in Zone 9. Climate matters too. If you're in warm, humid climates like the Southeast or Gulf Coast, many vines grow more aggressively. In dry climates like the Southwest, some of my recommended plants will need more water. And in cold climates, northern regions, mountains, many of these alternatives won't survive. Soil type is huge. Remember cross vine? It becomes aggressive in rich, moist soil. You need to know your soil conditions before planting anything. What zone are you in? Drop it in the comments and let me know what climbing plants work well for you. I want to hear from you. Before you plant any climbing vine, ask yourself these questions. 1. Is it native or non-invasive in my specific region? Check your state's invasive species list online. Just search the plant name plus invasive plus your state. 2. What's my backup plan if it gets aggressive? Can you physically remove it? Are you prepared to prune regularly? 3. What will it climb on? Avoid letting vines climb painted surfaces, wood siding, or trees you want to keep. Good choices are metal arbors, sturdy pergolas, and chain link fences. 4. Do I have pets or small children? Many climbing plants are toxic. Research before planting. And 5. Am I renting or might I move? If so, consider annuals or container plants for flexibility. What's your experience with climbing plants? Have you had any disasters or amazing successes? Share your stories below because we all learn from each other. So there you have it, plant friends, 8 beautiful but potentially problematic climbers, and what you can plant instead based on your zone and growing conditions. Look, I know I gave a lot of warnings today, but here's the truth. There are so many incredible climbing plants that won't cause you headaches. You don't need to plant the invasive ones to have a gorgeous vertical garden. Remember, gardening is all about making informed choices for your specific situation. Just because a plant is pretty doesn't mean it's right for your space or your state. If you found this helpful, give it a thumbs up, and if you want more practical, location-specific plant advice, hit that subscribe button. What's the most aggressive plant you've ever dealt with? I want to hear your horror stories in the comments. And hey, if you're planting something new this season, do a quick search first. Your future self will thank you. Until next time, happy planting, and remember, choose wisely for your zone. See you in the next one.